Beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Beautiful ignited souls, welcome to the Us Ship. This is where we nurture ourselves for self-love. Well, do we even have to do that for self-love? No, it's just the realization that we are love, and so we are full of love, and this is where we get together, replenish ourselves, and bath ourselves in that realization. It's like have a realization party, if you like. By the way, I hope you love my new piece. I have been speaking about copper. And, since I spoke about copper, it's like everything has been, it's the seed. I spoke about having a coin, a copper coin, the two, and it's the new this one is the 2 pence piece, but it's the new 2 pence piece, which I think has the right composition, if you like, and to sniff it. And some people think, yeah, it's too dirty, I won't put it to my nose. But when we are spending and handling and a lot of money, there's something. This was chosen. This was chosen to actually help eradicate the amount of germs that we collect. So that was one of the reasons why this copper was chosen to, at the time, to be one of those coins, because of course it circulates so much. So in itself, it is kind of self-cleansing, if you like. I hope you love this. So this is my copper piece, and so I had this. So I've done a couple videos on this. It's copper to capture COVID, if something like this. But it really means that it helps you, protects you from COVID. Now, I did this intuitively. This is one of the downloads I had. And about a month or maybe 6 weeks afterwards, I thought, let me just check this out. And then I was so surprised to see so much information on copper. Now, of course, this is about seeds. When we say what you think, you pick up on an idea because you have a download and you, never mind. Right. Let me convey this message. I'm just feeling so cool right now. What do you think? I would love to hear your views on this because I just love this. And I probably just do this whole presentation on this copper thing and my new look. I just love it, when I first saw this, and it's just that kind of joy. It's like this childlike energy just come because you could see someone actually created something, and there was a lot of time and effort and energy and love has been put into this thing, what we call an original. Okay, so anyway, back to copper. This is copper, and I'm going to just tell you about this story. So I spoke about copper, and I said to my friend, I get this download. That's the one who designs this thing. I got a download that this copper is good for virus and for coronavirus. And he says, copper is good for every virus. Now, going by the word of a man who was diagnosed with cancer for how many years and has managed himself, and is actually helping other people on their healing pathway, I thought I can't argue with that, but I knew what download I got. So, of course, I have learned to listen to spirits. So, I just went along with it, and that's how I got to deliver the message to you that copper, and I didn't question whether it was all copper, but I knew there was something in the old, or meaning the 19, I think 97 or 67. I think I've got one here. Can I see through my glasses? Well, I can, but so this is the new one. I could see that, but I won't tell you about the year right now. Okay, but it has, I think, 97% copper and 5% nickel or zinc, which is also prescribed to be very good for corona or COVID. So, the story. You want the juicy part, I know. So, this is what I mean about listening to spirit. And so I also decided, well, I'm going to nurture myself with this because how this came to me, I could not argue. And when he said it was so, then it was so according to the scriptures. Yes. Um, yeah, I like this look. I really do. Okay. I've got the other earring as well, actually, the other earpiece. Yeah. Okay. And so I went along with it. I've got to know which end to look, this way, that way. This is so cool. Well, you might have guessed by now that I love, my glasses, glasses with a look, put it this way, or spectacles with a look. Yeah. Should we just call this spectacles with a look? And so I got to see the array of his work, and it is so magnificent. And what I think is so capturing about it, capture, remember the word capture, it's that every time I look at a piece of his work, it just makes me smile and it brings such joy to my heart. And it's like, oh, I just love it. And I just feel that's his energy. That's his energy just reverberates at a real high scale. I mean, if it captures me, it really captures. Now, speaking of capture, this is what we said, that copper, it actually captures. Well, I feel it captures the virus and it deals with the virus. It looks like I can see from these even better that, I could blend my my foundation a little bit better here. So there's focus. So this is spiral. And there's something about the spiral effect because all energy spirals, doesn't it? We don't have the wind blowing like in a straight line or everything spirals. So, well, I'm just saying. Yeah, so to capture COVID. And then, of all the information that I read about copper, there was only one that I came across that says that the virus stays on copper for up to 4 hours. Now, if it's up to 4 hours, take it from the studies of numerology that, and going by, of course, what we have seen in 2020, you could say that's where the death, it's the double death number, and it dies. If it stays there up to 4 hours, it's dead, and it gets buried, it gets eaten by the copper. That's why they call the policemen cops. Bet you didn't think about that. So I checked that up as well, and I think it is like an Italian. It comes from, and it derives from some Italian word like capture. So I had it, but of course, I think maybe the copper has captured the full terminology, but it derives from that, and you can see why they call, and of course it meant capture too. So this is why cops, policemen, are called cops because they capture. Now, just to oh, and there's another piece. Look at the design, the beautiful work of this, and I just have so many pieces, and so many pieces. This is just amazing. I'm just captured and captivated. Speaking of capture, now let's just do a little bit on copper again. I just want to indulge in my new specs, and let me know what your thoughts are on that. Okay, so copper. Right. And I did silver as well. And Speaking of copper as well, because I also even had to change my computer. Everything seemed to be synchronizing. Copper. Can you see the shade? It's just all coming together, you know. Okay, so copper, which is 367759. Now, I always say where you see 59, this is end and this is beginning. And this is actually, if we add this together, this is 14. This is where the gods are. Meaning, anytime we are speaking of like remember or member, so you could see the word remember itself is starts with re, which is beginning and end, and then you become a member, mem. Yeah, you remember. Can you see this? And then you have the ber, okay, and there we have the end and beginning. Okay, so this is 5 and this. So basically, the gods are there. Now, I love how the gods just think, yeah, you want to speak about copper? I want to show you it's like they saying, you are here to speak about us right now. Us, like on the us ship, like, you are here to let it be known that we are alive. We are here with you. We want you to be aware of our presence as the God of creation, God of movement, God of sayings and God of sight, God of division and God of callings, God of settings and God of blessings, God of makings and God of causation, God of planting, God of formation and God of planting, formation and God of breath. God of breath was the one who did the whole thing. Okay. So I'm really enjoying this, people. I'm just so enjoying this. Okay. So, and yeah, you want to know how much I can see through this. You see, I feel that the spiral effect, they kind of reminds me of nipples as well, though. But the spiral effect, I feel really helps to focus. I can't explain how it functions to you. I mean, if you are interested in one of those, just let us know, but because these are just so cool. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying about copper. And so this is why the policemen, as cops, they can go on and on. They're not going anywhere. Okay, so cop and like cup, a cup as well, cup or cup. I've got to do etymology. That's the word. Okay. So 3677, again, we have 14 here as well. Okay, so this would be 5 and 5, 10, and this would be 19. Okay, this is how we count, but this is actually saying 19 here as everything. Okay, because if you're new to numerology, let's just do this in a way that you can really get it. But I did add this as 9, and I did add 7 plus 7 14, and 1 plus 4 is 5. That's how I did it. So this would be 14 here, this would be 14 here, which is 28, and 28 plus 9 would be 28, 29, 37. So it's the same thing, 1. 37. Okay, now, in fact, it's very good that we did it this way because 37 is perfect. It goes in line with the word perfect. There are other words as well, of course, but I just thought if I, show you this, then you could see how the English have been so calculative and not giving you like, we don't compromise, put it this way. So perfect is 7 5 9 6 6 5 6 5 3. Okay, let's get this because I'm so 3 2, and if you added this together would be 37 20 This would be 32, 35, 36, 37. 37 is 10. And 10 is actually where Mother Eve says her first. This is the first word of the first spell is let. Let. And this is free, like et. 5, 2. And so we see this comes to 10. And this is the magic. This is the magic. Because to say let is allow, or, this is just command. Okay, so yeah, so this I really just wanted to speak more about the copper and how a seed is the synchronicity. uh, like I say, everything is just copper right now. That's my new diary, my new, it's just everything. Of course, did I say something about remember? I love elephants. In case you want to send me a gift, of course, elephant. Yeah. Um, I love that. And it's just when you're in flow, copper. Okay, I had that pen ages, and of course, so much. I mean, today I'm just feeling so enriched. It's just so lovely. I'm sure you recognize this. I'm sure you recognize all this beauty. I just feel, like real crimey. Okay, so do join me again. This is just to have fun because basically I am learning more and more, and I will speak more about fun because I feel I had been taking life a little bit too serious lately when I spoke about wanting to do a course. And I see, of course, when you go online, everyone's doing, oh, I'll show you how to make a 6 week figure course and all of those things. And it becomes a little bit overwhelming. And I just thought, you know what? I just want to enjoy the journey as well, as much as I want to live. But look, I came into all these beautiful things today. I mean, I have a neck piece that is worth, well, over, nearly 200 pounds, and it was just more or less given to me. So why would I threat about doing things that really don't mesh with my spirit? Speaking of mesh my spirit, do join me again when I'm going to look at how the word your, like when we say, I speak of your spirit or you speak of my spirit, the word your, I'm going to look at some simple words and see how they actually impact on us and how we have interpreted these words. And do join me again. I am Crime Queen, your partner in crime.